One of their pet stories was about a pandit who frowned upon a boatman for not knowing Panini, but whom the boatman pitied for not knowing swimming when the boat was in trouble. What was most revealing to me about the RSS people was that, by and large, they did not react to expression of any opinion on any subject except that about their organization, Sangh, and their leaders, Adhikaris. One could say anything one chose about Hinduism or Hindu culture or Hindu society or Hindu history without drawing any reaction from an average RSS man. He became warm or cold only when something favorable or unfavorable was said about his organization, or his leaders, or both. I wondered what sort of a Hindu organization it was. I expected the RSS to be alive to Hindu causes rather than to the reputation of its organization or its leaders. One day, a BJS leader asked me to write a book presenting the BJS to the West. I said that I knew very little about the BJS, and that it would be better if the job was undertaken by one of their own scholars. He said that the problem was that they had no scholars in their organization. I agreed to write the book but warned him that it would be pretty critical on the score of their policies. He showed surprise. He told me in a tone full of pity for me that I was a talented man and could move up high in their organization provided I wrote the book and removed from his people's minds the lingering suspicion about me. I asked him, what suspicion? He smiled and said, "You ought to know, most of our people think that you are..." He did not complete the sentence. I completed it for him. An American agent? I had to control myself. I told him that if any of his people needed a certificate of patriotism from me any day, he could come and get it from me. That was the end of my dalliance with the BJS.